剣の指揮はお任せしますので、我ら3名に敵軍司会どもの討伐をご命じくださいませ。お願いします。
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to Anime Channel. Today I'm going to watch The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2 Part 2 episode. Let me just double check. It's episode 7 of Season 2 Part 2. But phew, I already kind of know, well, let's say I know what not to expect from the episode based on one or two tweets that I saw complaining again about the lack of something in the episode, but I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to watch it for myself, and then yeah, I will review it at the end as usual. I am, wait, no, not I am, this is day 1 of a new schedule that I'm trying out. Every week I record reactions from Tuesday to Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday I live stream. But I've changed some reaction stuff around. Slime, however, is still on the same in the same slot, so if you're watching this on YouTube, don't worry too much about it. But if you're watching this on Patreon, just make sure to check my recent post about the schedule changes and the reasons why. But I'm not going to go over it again now. Let us watch some slime isekai. But first let me fade the screen because that won't work. Okay, I think that should be fine. Welcome, and please make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want, but a thumbs up would be great. Or a comment. Please comment. I love reading your comments. Okay, let's go. Pretty. I read that Crystal Orb using Beretta's Chaos Core as a reference. The signal to begin the banquet. Whoa, coming full circle. To do what? I think she's tougher than she looks.
ちに考えるように。いいな。
シュナのわがままを認めてくれて助かります。
私は転移できますので、万が一の場合でも大丈夫です。
そうじゃな。わしの方が逃げ遅れそうじゃ。作戦通り、クレイマンの軍勢はゲルドの罠へとおびき寄せられている。負ける方が難しいから。
勝負ありましたわね。
Is it though?
敵方には挽回の策などございませんわ。
まあ、アルビス。
アルビス、どう呼んでください。ベニマル様。
お前は俺の部下ではない。
ええ、そうですわね。ですが今、我ら獣人は指揮権をベニマル様に委ねております。
なるほど。よかろう。お前をこの戦に限り副官に任ずる。
拝命いたしますわ。ベニマル様。ベニマル様。軍の指揮はお任せしますので、我ら3名に敵軍士会どもの討伐をご命じくださいます。お願いします。
それが狙いで俺に総大将を譲ったのか。
あら、何のことでしょう。
分かった。もともとお前たちにも参戦してもらう予定だったし、問題あるまい。
Any who lose the will to defy us will be taken prisoner. Okay. So if someone gives up, they're not gonna still kill them or anything, they're going to take them prisoner. That's good. It's just very difficult. That's a thing that you could only take a risk with if you are much stronger than your enemy, because the chances of them acting like, oh, we give up, and then when you lower your guard, wham, they hit you. That is also a possibility that you have to keep in mind. 時間です。
始めろ。承知。作戦開始。
Holy crap. Whoa.
Alvites、スフィア、フォビア、三重士、お前たちに自由行動を許す。敵軍の視界を討ち取ってこい。
待ってたぜ大将。
ようやく暴れられるってもんだぜ。俺をはめたやつの匂いがしやがるし、俺はそいつを追うとしよう。
では私も、あとはお任せしますわね、ベニマル様。
行け。
Now that is what you call, when I think of I started reading, I still need to finish it, and I want to do one video where I read the whole book because it's not that long. When I started reading The Art of War, you don't want to lose resources, you don't want to lose your men. By resources I mean weapons, food, like, or you don't want to prolong the battle because then you use up resources, right? You want to minimize the amount of people you lose, blah, 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 blah. And so the best way to fight sometimes is fight, well, not sometimes, almost always when possible, fight smarter, not harder. Because this battle is like, it depends now what magical powers the characters, one or two bosses have. But I mean, in the real world, if you start the battle like this, your chance of winning, I mean, is because the ambush was so successful. Like, that is a well thought out plan. Should have done that earlier. Oh, of course. Soto's a snake girl. Why does she move like that? It's like a slug, not like a snake. That asshole. Ah. Nice.
たまたま魔法だったから助かったけど、剣で疲れたら一発でアウトっすよ。これはもう逃げてもいいっすよね。敵の魔人たちを相当するっすよ。ヤムザは強いから手を出しちゃダメっす。するっすよ。ヤムザは強いから手を出しちゃダメっす。
あ
敵の魔人たちを相当するっすよ。ヤムザは強いから手を出しちゃダメっす。
あ
この私の攻撃をかわしただと。
やばかったっす。
一騎打ちに助っ人を潜ませるとは三重士も落ちたものよ。
それじゃあ自分はこの一騎打ちの立ち会い人を務めるっす。
You
これでこの危険な魔人と戦わなくても済みそうっすね。あら、なんなら譲ってもいいわよ。いえいえ、ここは自分が遠慮するんで、どうぞお好きに戦ってくださいっす。邪魔して失礼したっすよ。よかった。これでお役目完了っすね。あんな奴ら相手絶対無理っす。
cheater! You said one Taiwan. Well, I don't know why people were complaining. It had fighting, and people were complaining about. So then they were wrong. Ooh, that is very cool to me. That they're going to fight in the same place where, it's like you said. What goes around comes around, or whatever. First, two things that I want to mention from the reaction. The first part was when it's really dark, like when they're fighting at night, you can barely see the faded screen, like you can't see what's going on. But since you already watched the episode of, and now you come to watch my reaction, you should more or less have known, what is in those parts, so it doesn't matter so much. Obviously you can watch it on Crunchyroll. I tried to watch it on Crunchyroll, but buffering is a stupid issue. The second thing is, I was making a joke about the snake walking like this. I don't know how a snake walks, really. They don't walk, they slither. I don't know if snakes do this. But I've just always seen snakes do this, so I don't understand why she was inching forward. But it's not. Probably there are snakes that slither like that. I really liked the strategy part, and I can't wait to read this damn book. I have so many books I want to read. I need to finish a book called Inspired Destiny. I have like 1 or 2 chapters left of that. I have half of this book left, but I was reading it a couple of 1 or 2 chapters each time I watched the Attack on Titan episode, but I started late, so by the time Attack on Titan ended, I was only halfway. So now I want to reread it, but start from the beginning. And then I'm also reading this book, 1984, written by George Orwell, because I hear the book referenced a lot in some videos that I watch, and people call stuff like Orwellian or right out of 1984. So yeah, I'm reading that because I think it's really, really good. Or really interesting, and now that I've read it, it's really, really good, and I look forward to seeing more or reading more. It's about some kind of dystopian future, but it's in the past now. But it's very, a lot of it is very things happening today makes you think of. This sounds very much like what is happening here, and I think it's important to read books like that and be on the lookout for stuff like that, because so easy. Like, I don't think people realize how quickly things can change because of the bad guys in the world. Like, I know we all watch a lot of anime, and there's these crazy bad guys that want to take over the world, and it can get very dramatic and over the top. But I think sometimes we underestimate the amount of bad stuff that happens in the world and the amount of very smart bad guys there are that put little things into place, and before we know it, you know, I don't know. Like we'll most of us that are sitting at home watching anime, we grew up in a country probably where, or not just a country but a place where we're doing relatively good, and war and this kind of stuff is a thing of the past. But I don't think people realize that there were people in the past that also thought, you know, war is something of the past. Like, war is something that's always... Honestly, when I look at what the stuff that happens in the world, I'm surprised the whole world isn't always in war, because of how people go about disagreeing and all the bad things that end up happening. And phew. But yeah, when I saw the tweet about someone complaining about there being no fighting, it doesn't make sense now to me. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I read it in context of like, maybe I thought, because I didn't read it thoroughly, because I realized, oh shit, I don't want to know this yet. I haven't watched a new episode. But it sounded like they were complaining that the new episode is like the others, no fighting. But maybe they were more talking about this is the first episode of fighting but it's only 7 episodes into part 2. And I think people forget that, you know, when we started this show, it was about a guy that turned into a slime that got more and more strong and started building a village and leveling up and evolving, naming, like there was an episode where, well, I don't know, it wasn't the whole episode, but he was just naming goblins and they leveled up. And then, you know, a lot of the story has not revolved around fights. It's comedy and interesting character story. But mostly comedy, and the main character is, and it's fun designs of side characters. There are fights, but it's not a battle manga, or it's not based on a battle manga. You know what I'm saying? So I think people's expectations for this somewhere got askew. But that is my opinion, and it's not a fact. I'm just going off of the general tone of the comments I see oftentimes. Okay, let's quickly score the episode, and then I'm going to watch next Heion Sedai, or the Ida Ten Deities No Only Peace, which is a seinen, which is also very good this season. So let's go to scores first. Okay, C's and No's. Zoom in. We have a slime over here. Oh, I put Tokyo Revengers on pause. Wait, I also put... Wait, let me just zoom out quickly. I put Shaman King on pause. Yes, there. After episode 8. And now after episode 18... Was it 18 or 19? I think it was maybe 19. What was the last episode of Tokyo Revengers? Was it 18 or 19? The newest one. I think it was 19. I don't know. But I also put that on pause. I think I'm becoming like less tolerant of... how do I say this? Or not less tolerant, but if I'm not really enjoying... If I feel more negative about something than positive... I don't want to deal with the butthurt fandom. Because, you know, you post reactions and people watch reactions. The majority of people watch reactions because they want to see someone else feel the same way they do, right? You're only gonna watch reactions to shows that you like. A very small percentage of people want to hear someone's honest opinions, but not most people. So whenever I feel like, if I feel like I'm being more critical of a show than what I like it, like if the bad stuff of a show outweighs the good stuff for me, then I just end up putting it on pause at least, because I don't want to piss off the fans. Like, it's not that I don't want to be honest. I'm gonna be honest always, but when I feel like I'm talking more about the stuff I don't like than what I do like, then to me there's no point in reacting, because then I have to deal with all the butthurt people getting offended by my opinion. So yeah, I put my Tokyo Revengers on pause and Shaman King. Even though both shows have aspects that I really like, the stuff that I didn't like started to overshadow the stuff that I did. And with Shaman King, the fans weren't really an issue. I was just a little bit bored and didn't feel like it was worth dedicating my time to. But with this, the fans were a bit... It's like one of those shows where the manga readers really want you to love it, and then when you don't, they get really angry and take it personally. Or I wouldn't say if you don't like it, it's more as if you don't see it the way they see it and appreciate the things they appreciate, then they get mad. Why do I have no score for episode 6? Oh wait, I do. It's just not labeled right. Episode 6. Is that what happened with Tokyo Revengers? 17, 18? No. Okay, then I don't know. Pretty sure it was episode 19. Yes, it was. Where am I? Oh, here. So, a little bit sad I couldn't watch it on Crunchyroll because the quality for me is always better on Crunchyroll. But with the buffering, doesn't matter if it has good quality because buffers. So yeah, my score for the visuals might be influenced by that. But not much. I think I would give it like a 7.3. Might as well round it down to a 7. It was good, but no, 7.3. Excuse me. Although I think if I had watched on Crunchyroll, it would have been a 7.5 at least. The characters were good, but it wasn't about the characters in this episode. It was more I like the story parts where it brings old things back, like the orc, that part with where you saw him, what he did, and now we know that the battle is going to take place there. Like, stuff like that in the story was really good, but so it was story-focused action, which I count the genre. Like, the genre is action, for example, and if this was an episode that gave me some action, I'm still going to give it good for story because I count the story as being with the genre, right? So, story was very good for me. I would give story an 8, but characters, there wasn't really a lot to focus on characters. I would just give it a 7. The characters were good. Audio, I would say 7.6, and enjoyment, I would say 7.5. So that gives us an overall 7.5 out of 8 for this episode. It started off a bit stronger, 8, 8, 8, 8. 5, 6, and 7 have all been just below an 8. I don't know why. What has changed? Actually, I would like to change my scores for future, put them next to each other maybe. But it wouldn't make a big difference. I can always zoom out. Wait, zoom out for what I want to do. I want to see here. See, can someone teach me how to make graphs? Insert chart. So you see range. How do I add a range? Can I do this? You see, I want to add range setup, data range, add another range. No, K19. Why is this not working? Add another range. Why is it not working? It should make different bars, right? Okay, I need to take a course in chart making. Item can't be deleted. Why? Delete. Okay. If anyone can comment, maybe there's a website where I can go in to create. Actually, create bar graph. Free bar graph maker. This stuff is really interesting to me. That's why I like making scores. Make bar graph. No. No, like this. Like this. Like that? How do I do this? That one looks pretty. No! What? This is not a bar graph. Oh, donut pie. Here we go. Bar chart. That's what I wanted. Content. So here. Now how do you... Okay. Let's say 8.7. Is that how it works? 8.3, 8.3. 8.3. 8.3. But it would be cooler. I would like this more if you could have 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. How do you... You can't set that, okay. So we have, okay, 8.1, 7.8, 8.1, 7.8. See that it doesn't make a, but I mean this shows how very slow, if it goes up or down, a small difference is better than a, you know, a sudden jump. 7.9, 7.5. 7.9, 7.5. So you'll see it's more or less consistent. It started off stronger, so this would be episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, 4, and I forgot one. There should be, I missed one. Oh, episode 7. Where they're like 7.8, 7.9, 7.5, 7.8, 7.9, 7.5. So where is the one I missed? 7331. 73. Okay, so there should be another one. Huh? 8.3. There was two 8.3s. So then, but that go up, go up, go up, up. Okay. That would be episode 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should find but there has to be a way for it to do it here. But this would be cool because look how it's interesting to see how consistent it is. There's a little bit of a dip here and there, but oh, there's something like this would be so cool if I did it for One Piece from the beginning, but I didn't. I'm gonna rewatch One Piece one day and I'm gonna score it again. But yeah, I'd love to have something like this for each show. It'd be so interesting. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the episode. It was exciting and I feel like it's going to... This is the official beginning of the fight that people have been wanting since episode 1. And yeah, I think it can only get better from here. I think it's going to go up again. Not like up, but I think it's going to slowly go up again. But more or less it's been consistent. And I enjoyed it. So thank you for watching my reaction. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and I will see you next time. Bye.